Hi, very good afternoon to you all. I'm Sanjay Enishetty, representing the brand Naturals. Thank you for inviting, and I should confess that I'm very new to the retail segment, where my background doesn't belong to retail, but CKK wanted me to be in this industry because his belief was a person coming to an industry from another industry has a different lens. And that's where he wanted me to have an overall perspective of how the transformation can happen in the beauty industry. And that's where I'm here. I'm just 6 months old to the ecosystem of the retail. Thank you for welcoming, and I'm really feeling very privileged to be here and speak in the RAI Summit. So I came yesterday evening to Kochi, and I think I'm coming up to Kochi after 5 years. Earlier I came for a tourism or some other purpose. And I was little having concern like, okay, this is my first talk in a retail summit. Earlier I talked in a different industry because I belong to, 16 years I was in the startup space, VC space, and that's where the world is different over there, and the world here is completely different, right? So I was little thinking like, okay, Kochi, the new market, and of course, Naturals already had a presence over here. But how it's going to receive the brand and what could be the strategy and all. Once I landed and I was entering into the passage in the airport, the digital screens, right? I was amused to see that the ads, what's coming is all about the beauty. I saw an ad talking about hydrofacial. Oh, that was like a great welcome saying that, oh, I think the market is very matured. Because in Chennai, we are still struggling to sell a lot of hydrofacial, where Kerala is already very much matured and talking a lot about it, right? And second thing, the overall retail transformation. Since morning, I heard all the stalwarts who already are in the business for more than 2-3 decades, and especially Kumar sir and Bijun sir has given a lot of insights about the industry, how it's transforming, right? I'll tell you one more small incident, how it's happening, right? Still, as a Naturals, we are very traditional in approach because we are retail, right? So we had a discussion that I think we need to get into an D2C brand, we have to start an e-commerce, and we were talking about all those things, right? After discussion over and went back to my cabin, and there was a pop-up saying that Zepto launches makeup store. And I don't know like whether it heard the conversation or they just popped up. And when I opened, literally there's a makeup store in the Zepto where you can get any makeup product in 11 minutes or 10 minutes. And I did more research, and they said like Zepto started the first pilot in Mumbai and Bangalore a few months back. And the result was there's a lipstick by brand. I got to know about that point of time. There's a brand by name Pout, P-O-U-T or something like that. And they sold maximum number of lipsticks in a week to in a month. And that shows how people are responding to such kind of convenience, quick commerce. I won't say quick commerce may kill e-commerce, but it's definitely promising, and seeing that how people are getting. Today, the consumer behavior has changed. It's all about the millennials. Millennials want people in instant. They have no patience to go, right? Recently, we have seen how iPhone 16 has seen a tremendous response on quick commerce. People didn't want to wait in the line. They just ordered. In 15 minutes, they got an iPhones. Entire LinkedIn, Facebook was filled with all the people putting the photos of how they received iPhones through quick commerce. That's where the great opportunity I see at the entire retail is transforming, right? And one more thing is like even I seen like the Jockey. Jockey is a very prominent brand, and people go there to buy products, right? Now, again, Zepto says that, and Blinkit says that they're one of the maximum, the apparel category is a Jockey. Jockey is selling a lot of their innerwears, delivered at home in less than 10 minutes. That's where we are seeing the transformation happening, of it's moving, right? So today I would like to talk a little bit about the story of Naturals. I'm sure like a lot of people know. At some places, people say that Naturals need not have an introduction, but I say no, we need introduction as much as possible because the competition is growing. We need to be remembered in the people's mind at the first, because today, again, other experience from the airport to the hotel, I've seen a lot of fancy standalone beauty salons. So beautifully designed, the elevations that for a moment, is it a hotel or is it any interior consulting shop? But no, there are saloons. So beautifully designed, the facades look so well, and you just want to walk in. I also got to know about, through my team already in Kerala, that there is one beauty store in 5 floors, then campus of 1.5 acre. Anytime you go there, 50 to 70 cars parked. and the entire 5 floors is, each floor has a different service. That shows like the potential of Kerala, potential of the people giving importance of the beauty and how much they're going to spend, right? But again, I should also say this, I learned, though the market is big over here, but it's not that easy to do a business in Kerala, right? Because when you deal with people, Kerala's are number one to show what they are. And that's what I've seen a lot of stories coming every week from my team that out all challenges they face in Kerala. But that's where the business is all about, right? So that's where I think a platform like Rai should support us, encourage us, handhold us in this kind of regions to not overcome such kind of obstacles. So the story of Naturals, like it started, it's a 24 years iconic brand, started by the lovely couple, Veena and Kumarivel. And they didn't start this as a business. As you must have heard CKK in most of his talks. And that's what inspired me whenever I spend time with him and Veena talking about the history, the background. It all started because they wanted to prove that independence, like I mean to say, like our housewife should not be confined to the house, how they can become an independent woman, and it's an entrepreneur, right? At those days, entrepreneur term was not very popularly used. Today, it's a very commonly word and it's an alternative career option. But those days, being an entrepreneur was a very, very challenging, especially for women. I think that's where this couple have made that idea to a reality by building a model, right? Today, if you ask what Naturals is, I say or we say that we are a social impact venture. We are a social impact venture trying to build as many entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs as possible, and as much as employment we can create in the form of salon business in the beauty industry. That's about the story, right? Started in the year 2000, the journey was not that easy, right? And 2000, where most of the salons were like the barber shops or the beauty parlors in the corners of the streets. And especially beauty parlors for women were not on the main road or the high streets. It's always in the corners because subtle, I won't say it called like a taboo, but people are having a stigma or consciousness, especially women, going to beauty parlor very regularly, right? It had a different perception. But if you look back, how the entire industry has transformed. And I should say like maybe Naturals definitely played a very key role in transforming, organizing this industry. It happened a few months back when I attended one of the major conferences in Delhi about beauty industry, when me, Veena, and CKK were there. I seen some of the well-known competitors just came running towards the couple to greet them. That shows even how competitors even admire them for the contribution, what they have done for the industry. That's where I love what it has been done. And now, if you see the opportunities, like we have grown from 2000 to 2024, 800 outlets and multi-brands. So we are in 20 states and also a few other countries, like we started in Singapore, Colombo, Dubai, and Sri Lanka, of course, we have 15 plus outlets. And by this year end, we are launching in 4 more countries. But 800 looks like a big number, but I say it's not big number looking at the size of the country. Because today, the overall salon market, as per the stats says, there are 65 lakh salons. In that, only around 13 to 14% are organized. That means who are branded, standalone, well invested in terms of the things. That means the opportunity is much more higher, much more deeper. That means we can add one more zero to that to say that the potential of what Naturals has around it. And of course, from the year 2000 to 24, like we haven't missed even a single year not having any award. It's been recognized by various categories, various segments, what we've been awarded across. And these are few of our house of brands. Today, we talk about, right, we have a great opportunity to build more brands because we're serving the consumers. It started with Naturals. It went to the Ayurvedic segment. We are catering to the new category of nails, where today, if you see, which I never expected, like nails has such a demand. But in the last 2 years, people are investing more on the nails than the hair and the beauty, right? And it's going to grow more and more. Naturals, we have an academy. It's a natural extension because when we have a youth setup, we have people, we have to train, right? And academy born because you've seen the huge demand coming up over there. Signature is another mid-segment, right? So we call like Natural is a step above barbershop, but Signature is step above that. And we have another brand called Pastry, which is a much more elite category. I have my friend and my colleague, Shan, who's the CEO of the Pastry sitting here. And he can talk more about that when we meet, right? And Bay is one of our first retail, right? And sometimes when you're in the beauty segment, serving the customers in salon, there's always some kind of, I won't say pressure, but internal thing like, I think we need to get into this, get into that. And we felt like we are not in retail, let's do a retail, and that's where we started Bay. It's a beauty and experience, a retail outlet. The first flagship store is in Bangalore. It's on the lines of Health and Glow or Nykaa, where you can walk in and you can find any kind of multi-branded cosmetic products. Star Secrets. We felt we are missing this bus, but we also got into this with aesthetics. Today, I was amused like how a single product called Botox is picking up. Today, a lot of women, especially like 40 plus, have realized that they want to look young. Anti-aging is a new thing, right? And they're investing heavily on these things. There's nothing wrong, right? Because people want to look good. They want to groom themselves. And they believe that when they start looking good, that's where the confidence builds. And that's where the investment is happening, which was not the case earlier. It's opening up more employment, more economic contribution, and more opportunity for a lot of brands to come and position themselves. And that's where we feel it's very, very privileged to be in this segment because it's recession-proof. As long as your hair grows, we are in the business. As long you want to look beautiful, we are in the business. As long as the opportunity, if you see in like the global market grows, we are into the business. That's why I say we are recession-proof, right? People want to go for a job interview, they want to look good. They have to come to a salon, groom well, and go to the interview, right? So that's why this is an opportunity. What we are trying to say that if you're looking into get into a business, yes, this segment is something which is there for very, very longevity. I mean to say like you can, they be here for next 100 years or more than that. Yes, we have done as our vision, 2029. To, again, as I said, as a social impact venture, one of the primary focus is to give an importance to any women who wants to get into a business to take one of our franchisee. So we have already achieved out of 800, 500 women are our entrepreneurs, and the target is by 2029,000. But I think like we can achieve that much before 2029. 3,000 salons across the brands. We said whatever brands we have as a house of brands. And finally, which is a major impact, what we want to contribute is 50,000 plus employment. That makes us happy. Why the beauty industry? Again, as I said, like, whatever you call it, recession-proof. People, F&B may suffer, retail may suffer, beauty may not suffer because that itself. I was talking to a few, looking at some videos about this new age influencers online, right? So one of the things they say, like today, stats says a lot of people are going through depressions, emotionally challenging challenges are going in the especially corporate segment and all. And one recommendation given to all these people is, one of the way to boost your morale, boost your confidence is invest in grooming. Start wearing good clothes, start dressing up, apply color, apply makeup, and people are loving it. And that's what stats say, that people are trying to indulge themselves in the grooming because to feel that confidence and come out of those kind of loneliness, which may sound very weird, but that is a fact. That is a real fact, what's happening, unfortunately, in the today's scenario. And the global market is growing 18.4% CAGR, but the prediction is by 2025, next year, it's going to be a 2.5 billion industry across. But these numbers are multiplying every quarter. Maybe with my next presentation, after 2 months, if I do this number will definitely change. It's not going to be the same, right? So, as I said, like Naturals and the Kerala as an opportunity, it's great. I always look competition in a positive way. I always love that blue ocean strategy, right? Because where there's a more competition, that's where the opportunity you need to go, is what my belief. People say it's a very competitive, you need to stay away. No. The competition shows there's an opportunity. That means you need to improve your service, improve your quality, improve your standards. And that's where you can win the competition and you have the better market share. So at Naturals, currently in Kerala, we have 75 outlets already. And we have an opportunity for 73 more in the various districts. This is about the Naturals. And we have the pastry again, which is, as I said, an elite segment, where I seen a lot of people, especially in Kerala, want to spend a lot. So one recent incident again happened, especially when any festival season or any kind of like monsoon, right? We always work towards offers. We want to attract people for offers. So interestingly happened when we were working for Onam offers. So we got a feedback from our local franchisee partners saying that please don't run offers, because here Keralites, especially on occasions, they don't fall for offers because when they made up their mind to invest, they'll come and invest. So rather than putting offers, let's introduce premium services. Can we introduce high-end services, which will sell much more faster? That's where the market dynamics here is little different. And as few of them earlier spoke, because every household has a person sitting in abroad, that means the exposure is very high. People travel. People's aspirations are different compared to other cities, right? So that's where the opportunity is very huge for the brand like Pastry as well. And we have Malaika Arora as our brand ambassador. And we have currently one pastry saloon in Kerala. And just talking to Sean, he said like 25 more is an opportunity, but it can also go more as it's picking up this segment, right? And finally, we have Natural Signature, which is again a different segment, slightly lower than the pastry, where right now we have one signature saloon and opportunities to expand to 50 more. But for us to achieve this 75 outlets or 100 outlets, definitely we need support of yours because we are an established brand. We are an impact venture trying to build that difference, make a difference among the entrepreneurship and also in employment. And this is the 3 brands is what we are looking forward to have a strong position in Kerala with all your support. Thank you all. Thank you for this opportunity. And we have a stall over there. Me and Sean will be there. Please talk to us more about how we can support you to set up this brand in Kerala and love to interact more on this. Thank you all.